Wanderers Football Park. Really healthy crowd. Great to see. So there's the whistle. Underway we are for this round 10 fixture between Western Sydney Wanderers and the Wellington Phoenix. And it's the wounded Wanderers who arrive off an absolute thrashing. 5-2 they lost to Adelaide on Saturday, just 3 days ago. So a tight turnaround. Wellington, as mentioned, have had a long rest, a long break to recover any little aches and pains from that 7-0 win, which I'm sure they didn't feel too much of. And they've had the Christmas time to rest and recover and recoup. But this is an important fixture. And this is a good early start for Wanderers, who are occupying a bit of an advanced territory. Good strength in the middle of the field. Here is Jale. A release pass is probably asking a bit much of MMA, and Danica Matos can charge down. So some questions been asked early on, Kath Cannuli, but really, what are you expecting to see in terms of the approach from Western Sydney and how they come up against a Wellington team that had such a strong performance in their last hit out?
It's going to be a difficult one for the Western Sydney Wanderers. They've got advantage here, being at home in front of this, big crowd. They're in front of their friends and their family. They need to start on the front foot today. They need to be aggressive. Like Jeff Abrahams has said, they've got to win their duels. They've got to win those 50-50s. They've got to show that they want it. And I don't think that they can come from behind today. They really need to take it on the front foot today and really take it this Phoenix team. The Phoenix are coming off such a great win against Sydney FC. They didn't just beat Sydney FC, they absolutely demolished Sydney FC last week, and that breeds confidence within the squad as well. And SAMBA, getting her first goal as well. We know that she's a prolific goal scorer, and you need to be able to stop her in her tracks today.
Well, slowing SAMBA down is going to be just one of Western Sydney's problems. There's great support behind the Nepalese star, and I'm sure we'll hear them as the game wears on. It was a result that was building for Wellington Phoenix, and Bev Priestman said as much. As Amy Chisari is brought to ground. She's been an important part in the midfield for Western Sydney, despite some difficulty. The 21-year-old, a really important person in the middle of the field, gets stuck in, doesn't mind a physical duel, and she'll find that time and time against Grace Jale this afternoon. That ball lofted towards Wellington's defence. Whistle goes for another free kick, a little further advanced on the field. Well, eagle-eye referee and Georgia Ghirardello on the spot, so the Phoenix with some defending to do.
You can see here the Wanderers are really, getting stuck in and trying to, win those duels already. And I think that was a little bit of a soft foul there, to be honest. But this is the advantage that the Western Sydney Wanderers really need to take early on. And we know what it's like, Grace, in the start of the game. The first 5 minutes has always got a bit of a jitters as well in the game. So let's see what the Wanderers can do here.
Well, Amy Harrison, the captain, standing over the ball. Her delivery here important. Numbers sent forward. Alana Cern just floating towards the back post. Phoenix players at the ready. Harrison's free kick. Nice shape about it. Good delivery. Good pace. Still in. Still alive. And it's Barry who's first to it. Pass down the line. Blocked there by Nsard. So crisis averted perhaps for just a moment. Jeff Abrahams noting the physical presence as we just eavesdrop into some of the instruction on the sideline from Priestman. Berryhill, centering pass, didn't quite have the legs behind it, nor did that one. Back from where it came, Stern's ball a little short. And maybe some nervy touches. The crowd comes alive as SAMBA gets her first touches of the contest, and too heavy is the challenge from Amy Harrison.
You can just see here Amy Harrison's really up for the battle today, and it's great to see the Wanderers starting like this. They really need to have this start, and you know the battle's already starting between both these teams, which is great to see.
So SAMBA found 2 goals in that game against Sydney FC. A brace for her, brace for Grace Jale as well. And a couple of players discovering their shooting boots just to relieve the pressure. So much weight on the shoulders of this player. She's an icon in the Nepalese community, and you can see the numbers that turn out to support her. It's wonderful for the league. Wellington throw. Long throw skips over everyone. Harrison can watch it harmlessly dribble out. Well, we speak of defence and some of the defensive duties at hand. It's been a tough old outing for Western Sydney, who are trying to pick apart what has been a really disciplined Wellington side, and maybe with some defending to do here. Vlock's ball is dropping to SAMBA, and it's an awkward one in the box. Not quite dealt with on the first time of asking. Bounces off one to another. And in the end, it's Emma Main who's on the spot, can steer it into the back of the net for the... Her pass finds Vlock, who can skip past Jasari really well. Makes that look effortless, Pia Vlock, the 17-year-old. Maybe a little too much, but in comes Nunn to take over. Harada lunges at the challenge. Brooke Nunn, her cross, searching for a Phoenix shirt. SAMBA falls to her perfectly, and it's SAMBA on the spot. Listen to the crowd erupt. It's her 3rd of the season, and it's a very important one for the Wellington Phoenix. They've got 2. Into 4th position. Equal on points with Central Coast Mariners, but as it stands, a better goal difference and maybe a bit more to say about that. SAMBA, great speed, centering pass to Emma Main, and for her 2nd of the afternoon, the Main train has well and truly arrived. 3 goals, Wellington Phoenix. It's a wonderful moment for the visiting team. The challenge thrown down by Coach Priestman was, can you back it up? Don't make that result against Sydney a one-off performance. And how about this into the second half? That is pure class.
It sure is, and Wong Ying there just really getting sucked in there by SAMBA. Great touch in behind. Again, when they go forward, they're so aggressive. They go at pace. You can see Emma Main, as soon as SAMBA is getting herself into the box, she's getting herself into a position where she can create something. And you can see here, Main with a brace, the hunger in and around the box from the Wellington.